Against all odds, one of the greatest films ever made nearly didn't see the light of day. Major studios deemed it unmarketable, top stars turned it down, and it flopped at the box office, leaving executives questioning their decisions. This failed prison drama transformed into a timeless classic, winning hearts across the globe. The journey of the Shawshank Redemption was a cinematic gamble to make it the most cherished film in history. Fact number 1. The movie tells you Andy's escape plan in the first 20 minutes. Here's the most brilliant detail you probably missed. The Shawshank Redemption literally shows you Andy's entire escape plan in the first 20 minutes, but disguises it so perfectly that nobody notices. When Andy first meets Red in the yard, he asks for a rock hammer to pursue his hobby of rock collecting and carving chess pieces. Red dismisses it, saying it would take a man 600 years to tunnel through the wall with one of these. That's not just casual dialogue. That's Andy's blueprint being discussed right in front of us. The movie then shows Andy carving chess pieces, which teaches him precision stonework. It shows him studying geology books, learning exactly how to navigate rock and soil. Every hobby Andy pursues is actually training for his escape, hidden in plain sight. Fact number 2. Andy never actually denies killing his wife. Here's a chilling detail that changes everything about Andy's character. If you listen carefully to his dialogue throughout the entire film, Andy never actually says he didn't kill his wife. During his trial testimony, when asked if he killed her, Andy says, "No, sir, I did not," but he's responding to whether he killed them in a fit of rage, not whether he killed them at all. Throughout the film, Andy talks about feeling responsible for their deaths and says things like, "I killed her," referring to his emotional distance driving her to the affair. But he never makes a clear, direct statement of innocence. This brilliant ambiguity means that even after 30 years, we can't be 100% certain of Andy's innocence. The movie presents him as a wrongly convicted man, but Darabont deliberately left this question mark hanging over the character. Fact number 3. It was a huge box office flop that became number 1 on IMDb. The movie was a catastrophic box office failure that somehow became the highest-rated movie on IMDb. The film earned only $16 million during its initial run, bombing so hard that executives questioned every decision that led to its creation. Prison movies were considered box office plague, and audiences stayed away in droves. Critics loved it, but empty theaters told a different story. Home video and cable television discovered the film. Slowly, quietly, people started watching and sharing this failed movie. Word of mouth grew into a phenomenon that transformed a commercial disaster into the most beloved film ever made. Fact number 4. Morgan Freeman pitched a baseball for 9 consecutive hours. The memorable moment when Andy first encounters Red in the prison yard appears effortless on screen, but for Morgan Freeman, filming it was grueling. The scene required him to engage in a game of catch, resulting in 9 exhausting hours of throwing and catching a baseball while perfectly delivering his lines. By the end of the shoot, Freeman's shoulder throbbed with pain, and his arm felt nearly unusable. Each take meant another throw and catch, all while maintaining Red's relaxed demeanor. The seemingly simple dialogue that showcases Red's wisdom was achieved at a significant cost. So, the next time you see Freeman tossing that baseball with ease, remember the true struggle behind those effortless throws. Fact number 5. The movie shows Andy's 19-year timeline through subtle visual clues. Here's an incredible detail most viewers miss. The Shawshank Redemption tracks Andy's entire 19-year imprisonment through subtle visual changes that most people never notice. Pay attention to Andy's hair throughout the film. It gradually grows longer and grayer as the decades pass, showing the passage of time without ever stating it directly. But the most brilliant clue is in Andy's cell decorations. His famous poster progression isn't just about changing tastes. Rita Hayworth represents the 1940s when he arrives. Marilyn Monroe represents the 1950s during his middle years, and Raquel Welch represents the late 1960s when he escapes. Each poster is a subtle timestamp showing exactly which decade we're in. Even more clever, watch Andy's chess set evolve from crude carved pieces to increasingly sophisticated work, showing his growing skill over nearly 2 decades. The movie uses these tiny visual details to track almost 20 years of story time without a single calendar or date card. Fact number 6. The prison's authenticity caused extras to feel depressed. At the Ohio State Reformatory, the filming of Shawshank Redemption became an unsettling experience for its extras. The stark, oppressive environment, with its gloomy cells and labyrinthine hallways, was so realistic that some actors began to struggle with genuine psychological distress. The sense of entrapment was palpable. Many found themselves haunted by nightmares of imprisonment, while others developed a newfound appreciation for their own freedom. The atmosphere was so heavy that the production team had to invite counselors to support cast members dealing with the mental toll of embodying their roles in such a convincing setting. Fact number 7. Stephen King sold the rights for just $1. Stephen King, one of the most commercially successful authors in history, sold the movie rights to his novella Rita Hayworth in Shawshank Redemption for exactly $1. Not $1 million, literally one single dollar bill. King had read Darabont's spec script adaptation and was so impressed that he essentially gave away what would become one of the most beloved films ever made. King later said he wanted to support young filmmakers and believed in Darabont's vision more than he cared about profit. Imagine owning the source material for the #1 movie on IMDb and selling it for the price of a candy bar. King's generosity enabled an unknown director to create a masterpiece, but it also meant he missed out on potentially millions in royalties. Fact number 8. The roof-tarring scene was filmed in 110-degree heat. On a sweltering summer day in Ohio, with temperatures soaring to a staggering 110 degrees, the iconic tar roofing scene came to life. The cast, clad in heavy prison uniforms, toiled under the relentless sun, handling scorching hot tar on a roof that felt even hotter than the air itself. Tim Robbins and his fellow actors battled heat exhaustion, striving to deliver their lines while embodying their characters. The bond you see on screen wasn't just acting, it was forged in the fire of shared suffering. They leaned on each other, turning their physical agony into a powerful display of camaraderie that resonates deeply in this unforgettable moment of cinema. Fact number 9. The director's original cut was 3 hours long. Frank Darabont's original director's cut of The Shawshank Redemption was over 3 hours long, almost twice the length of the final film. The studio panicked when they saw the runtime, knowing that theaters could only show fewer screenings per day, which would hurt box office revenue. Cutting 90 minutes from a film you've poured your heart into is like amputating part of yourself. But Darabont had to make brutal choices about which scenes to sacrifice. Many deleted scenes featured more backstory for secondary characters and extended sequences that deepened the prison atmosphere. The irony is incredible. A film that bombed at the box office might have been even less commercially viable at 3 hours, but those lost scenes might have made it an even richer experience. Fact number 10. Former inmates visited the set and were moved to tears. While filming at the Ohio State Reformatory, a poignant moment unfolded as several former inmates visited the set. Upon seeing their old cells and walking the familiar corridors where they spent years of their lives, many men were overcome with emotion, breaking down in tears. Some shared that the film powerfully captured the essence of their experiences inside, the resilience of hope and the strength of friendship, even in the bleakest circumstances. Their heartfelt reactions underscored that Frank Darabont's intention went beyond mere entertainment. He was crafting a tribute to the human spirit's enduring potential for redemption. And there you have it. 10 incredible facts about The Shawshank Redemption's journey from a box office disaster to a beloved masterpiece is as dramatic as the film itself. From hidden escape plans to heat exhaustion, this prison drama was forged through genuine passion and sacrifice. Which fact amazed you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and if you love these behind-the-scenes stories, hit that subscribe button for more tales.